statistics. All right, I'll go through this fast. You saw the first page. We're excited. We have buildings and equipment. In families, they're people with assets. And the daughters, members are our only assets. We keep tabs on ourselves as individuals and our families. We manage our time, activities, health, personal finance, and more. As responsible officers of this large charitable organization, we also keep tabs on our membership and activities at chapter, district, and national levels through personal contact to check on members' well-being, especially during this challenging period. Meetings, conferences, conventions, and bulletins. Financial reports, chapter, district, and national levels. Reviewing and utilizing monthly reports from headquarters. Let's review two important headquarter reports. The monthly DOP statistical reports come in Excel format from headquarters to the district governors. The DGs review these stats and forward to chapter officers for follow-up. If you think they don't have Excel, you can save the Excel file to a PDF before you send it to them. Chapter officers review the information and follow up with members to help ensure information is correct and financial responsibilities are met. The September 2020 report that district governors received has a slightly revised format, starting with the paid columns. There are three: total paid 2018, 19, and 20. It indicates the number of members by chapter for whom per capita has been paid only through that specific year. The life members column has been eliminated. Life members are listed in the online membership rosters and reports. Let's review using District 21 and our Phaedra chapter here in Modesto as an example. So this is what you would have received except with the highlights for Phaedra. That's the report as it is today. Now let's look at Phaedra. In Phaedra, it's highlighted in yellow, and this is what is seen. District Governor Linda reviews the District 21 by chapter, and for Phaedra in Modesto, she knows that the chapter was established 12/3/37. She might send a happy anniversary note to the chapter president. One new member was initiated, and one member was reinstated since January 1st, 2020. That's the initiated and reinstated columns. Those numbers are based on the current calendar year. So up through December, you will have 12 months. DG Linda and District Secretary Angela might verify these numbers against their records relative to the growth and expansion efforts at national and district, and follow up with headquarters if they find any discrepancies. The total paid column for 2018. Right now, Phaedra shows 0. That means per capita has been paid for all members through the year December 31st, 2018. If it showed 1, that would mean 1 member's per capita has been paid for 18 and is owing for 19 and 20. Total paid for 2019 means 6. Up there is 6 members. That means 6 members have paid their per capita, or per capita has been paid for them through for 2019, but they owe for 2020. Linda would review the online membership roster for Phaedra to determine which members were not paid. Total paid for 2020 means 37 of our members are paid for 2020. Want a little more information? Stats are sent in Excel form. It's easy for DGs and other officers to add columns and show total members, unpaid members, and also calculate the percent unpaid if they want to do that. Or if they don't have Excel, they can manually add their totals. So here is an example that we did with adding 3 columns for total members, unpaid members, and the percent unpaid. Total members is the sum of columns for 2018, 19, and 20. So you add those three together. Say for EOS, there's 1, 24, and 54. That equals 79. Unpaid members are the totals of 18 and 19. That's 25 members in EOS. So that's that answer. And the unpaid, percent unpaid is the unpaid members divided by the total members. By adding these columns, District Governor Linda can readily see EOS 1 is still the largest chapter in District 21. Which chapters might need follow-up or to confirm if they have received dues but not yet submitted per capita. D21 has 472 members and per capita obligations have not been met for 165, equals 35% unpaid. So that's just a little more detailed way of looking at it. Some people like detail and numbers. Then we drill down to the online membership system. Who are the 6 members unpaid for 2020 in FEDRA, or those in your districts or chapters? The top 4 district officers and chapter officers can sign into the membership system to find this information. So there's the link. You simply, and there's instructions too that maybe you've all seen, but basically I did a quick summary. In the ribbon, you click on members, you go to the membership system, click where indicated, enter your password. Under the reports, choose IQA and select a query from the drop down. Depending on your access level, you would choose chapter active roster or district chapter roster active. Obviously, district governors have access to the entire district, so they'd use the district. Exporting the information to Excel is the easiest if you use Excel, or you can scroll right on the screen to see all the information. I always do Excel because it's much easier. You look at the paid through column and follow up with members who are not paid through 2020. Also review the chapter delinquent roster and the district chapter roster of delinquent, as some members, usually those paid through 2018, may have fallen into the delinquent status. The appropriate chapter officer should follow up with the unpaid members, explain reinstatement options, and attempt to bring the unpaid members current. Reinstatement during November waives the $15 fee and covers only 2020 per capita of $35. So if they want to reinstate in November for 2020, they would send in their reinstatement form and $35. But if they wait till December, the fee is back, the $15. Dues for 2021 must still be paid and are not covered in the November reinstatement option. Online membership system, beyond reviewing active and delinquent rosters to determine members' paid status, officers at district and chapter level should periodically log into the system and make necessary updates, which they can do. Phone numbers, addresses, emails, date of birth. You cannot change the other fields. Contact headquarters if errors are found in the locked fields. And no, ladies, please don't change your birthday. Age of the birthday. Do not do it.
Oh, shucks.
Do not do it. You'll get caught. Elena has created an excellent step-by-step guide that can be found under members on the website, much more detailed than what I did earlier. If you have trouble with the system, you can reach out to another officer for help, your liaison, district governor, etc. Sisters will help sisters. Elena is also available, but has an extremely large workload. So first, try to find help elsewhere. You will find a treasure trove of great information on the system. What's in that treasure trove? Well, if you bring up the chapter active or delinquent reports, you will see by every member, the district ID, all these things that are listed. Key things are date initiated, paid through date, years of service, and member type. So you might review the years of service, send acknowledgement notes to members, present years of service pins, etc. Review birth dates, send cards or email wishes, celebrate milestones. Run the district or chapter life member roster -50 years. That's one of the options in the drop down. Celebrate membership longevity, acknowledge in bulletins. Then we have a next slide that explains life members.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I went back. All this and much more can be found in the membership system. Please utilize it. There are two classifications of life members. Life members per capita waived have completed 50 years of membership, continuous, in the order before January 1st, 1999. In our Constitution, there's a per capita waiver specifically and only for those members. So it says on page 6, section 2, if anybody questions, per capita shall be waived for a daughter of Penelope who has completed 50 continuous years of membership in the order, again, before January 1st, 1999. Regular life members have attained at least 50 years of service. These members should be acknowledged and celebrated for their service, but they still pay per capita to headquarters. Suggestions for timely dues collection. 2020 has been a very difficult year, and we understand there are sometimes financial hardships. However, timely collection of dues and payment of per capita obligations is important to the financial health of the entire organization, not only this year, but in all future years. If you know a member is facing a real hardship, consider having the chapter cover her dues for just that year if finances permit. Consider chapter paying and collecting later. Consider offering a dues installment option. A sister or more than one sister might quietly offer to pay dues for someone with hardship. Chapter treasurers should also review their records to ensure that all per capita is sent promptly to headquarters for members who have paid their dues, including per capita, directly to the chapter. Payments can be made online using a debit or credit card, or you can send the normal snail mail check. Note that our Constitution says dues are payable in January each year. So 2021 dues are really due in January of 2021. We have options to wait, but it's good to get them out of the way. Explain to members how dues and headquarters per capita payments are utilized. That's sometimes helpful.
I can't remember anything, and that should frighten all Americans.
Do we have somebody can mute, please?
To a non-existent
Someone's talking in the background.
game on. He's 100%. He's going strong.
TV, I think.
Okay.
Okay, please, it helps sometimes to explain how per capita payments are utilized and your dues. For per capita, Elena has an excellent explanation of all the breakdown where that $35 goes, and that's on the link. Sometimes members just don't want to take time to write a check and mail it, or prefer to use a credit or debit card. Does the chapter have an option for dues payments using Square or some other electronic payment device, in person or by phone? My chapter does. There is a small fee to use it. At November, December, and January meetings, whether in person or Zoom, encourage members to pay the coming year dues so they're out of the way and the chapter is current. You can mail a personal letter or note card in early January from the chapter president, secretary, or treasurer with an addressed and stamped envelope. Monthly bulletins include a request to pay dues using an attention-getting call out or highlight. Emails or phone calls to follow up. Have a fundraiser to partially offset dues. Offer an incentive payment by a certain date, such as December 31st for coming year's dues. Paid members that have paid, say, before December 31st or whatever date you pick, Our names are entered into a drawing where one member wins dues paid by the chapter in the following year. We do for 2022. So we have a contest, they pay, they get their name pulled in, and then they win their dues for the following year. Sometimes members just simply forget to pay their dues, so gentle reminders can be helpful. In summary, statistics and reports are a valuable tool to understand and grow our membership. Databases and systems are only as good as the information they contain. Personal contact is even more valuable, or the most valuable. We have an outstanding organization consisting of talented members from all walks of life. Thank you for taking time to attend this meeting and for all you do for each other and the Daughters of Penelope. Please reach out to me if you have questions for this presentation, Excel, etc. There's my contact information. I love the Daughters of Penelope. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very nice, Dove. I'd like to, it was perfect. I just want to let you all know we have approximately 69 members on right now.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry, I was
69.
late. I was
So-
in our chapter meeting.
At least you made it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sister Beverly, for explaining our new membership stat format. I hope this will make it a little
Kathy,
easier.
I'm sorry, can I just interject? We will have this available online. And if anybody wants it, I'll even email it to them. But I think Elena will put it on the website.
Thank you. I hope this presentation of Bev's made it a little bit easier for you to understand, and the importance of looking at your stat summaries, along with double checking your numbers and information against your entire individual rosters each and every month. To reiterate, continuing our 90th celebration in honor of Founders Day, the reinstatement fee of $15 will be waived only during the month of November. Applications for reinstatement and the per capita fee of $35 must be postmarked in the month of November and sent directly to headquarters to qualify. The waived reinstatement will be paid through this year only, 2020. If anyone has any questions regarding how to read and understand the stats, you may reach out to Bev, your liaison officers, myself, and then Elena. Well, my turn. I've been teasing you all with the DOPopoly on a few of the bulletins and Facebook and just teasers. So let's learn how to play, because membership does matter. All right, so my turn to try and get this. Okay, all right, here we go. This game is based on the old famous family game of Monopoly, but our game will be based on your monthly statistics according to new initiates, reinstated members, payment of per capita, national obligations, and a few of upcoming challenges I will put out there. So let me start this. Where are you, slideshow? Okay, welcome to the game of DOPopoly. Keep moving forward, pass go, and you may collect $200. This is just an overview of the board. I want to preface this by saying I hope everyone is happy with the images that I portray for their districts, because I actually went on every website to see if anybody had anything why they were called like El Camino Real or Delta District. So I asked people, I looked up images, so I hope that you're all happy with this when you take a closer look at it. So let's take a walk around the board. So first we start at go. And we travel through districts and we end in District 5 on the first side. Stop in and view a beautiful garden in District 5. Then you will take the first corner. Hopefully you will only be visiting jail. Continue traveling from the Empire District 5 to the Buckeye District. I'll go a little slow so you can take a look at the pictures. Let's continue our tour around the world. We're in the Midwest now, my home state of Indiana. Continue traveling down Route 66. We'll find ourselves in the states of the El Camino Real district. The last leg of our tour, you can land in jail if you take a wrong turn, end up in Alcatraz off the coast of San Francisco with only the view of the Golden Gate Bridge through bars, but hopefully not. We hope this will be the last stop before we all get on a plane to Athens, Greece for 2021 convention. Now the four corners of the board are these four right here that you see. So the first one is go. It is our starting point. Make your way around the board, and the first chapter to cross will collect $200. Real $200, not fake money. The next corner is in jail or just visiting. Hopefully you will just be visiting. Then we have the free parking space, which you can visit the DOP headquarters at our address of 1909 Q Street Northwest in Washington, D.C. Be careful though, because if you go to jail and a month with no activity lands you in the slammer, you'll be sent directly to jail. Then we have the others, which are 4 railroads, 3 chance, and 3 community chest properties. So if you land on a railroad station property, you can receive an Amazon gift card to use as a chapter celebration. If you land on community chest, you will see a reminder, no penalty, just a resting place, but a reminder to ask, have you paid your dues and obligations? But if you land on chance, you have to go back 3 spaces. Our national projects are also present on the board. Penelope House, Sjogren's Foundation, and Limitless Solutions. So now let's get into a little bit more of the rules so that it all makes sense to you. The idea of the game is to travel around the world to the DOP locations. You pass go and collect $200. Become the DOPopolist by initiating, reinstating, collecting membership per capita, and we all start from go. Move your chapter or district train around the board according to your monthly stats. For each objective accomplished, you will move one space forward. But when you reach a total of 5, whether you, like 1 month you can initiate or reinstate 2, and then the next month maybe 1, and then the next month 2 more. That equals 5. So then you get to move to the closest railroad. And anyone that lands on a railroad, as I mentioned before, you will receive an Amazon gift card for celebration. If you pay your entire chapters per capita for 2020, if they've not all been paid yet, by December 31st, you will receive 5 points and you can move 5 more spaces. For each month of no activity, you will go directly to jail. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. But when your activity begins again, you will start over from go. Pay your 2021 national obligations by January 31st, early, receive 3 points and move 3 spaces. I know this sounds like a lot, but I will be keeping track of all this. Schedule a growth and expansion Zoom presentation with me and receive an extra 5 points. And just remember, the first chapter only to pass go collects $200. Good luck, and the game officially begins November 1st. Okay, so this is what each district is going to have a district car. Each district will be represented by a passenger train. Each chapter will be attached to their district as they move forward with membership activity. Now, if a chapter falls off the train because they had no activity, they're going back to the beginning or in jail until they do have activity. So how does the passenger train move faster? By initiating new members, by reinstating members, by paying your per capita, by paying your national obligations, and by doing some of the challenges for extra points. So your job is to initiate and reinstate, as we said, pay your per capita and your national obligations. I will keep track of everything. So every month there will be a leaderboard so you can all see how you are doing. And again, remember, only the first chapter to pass go will collect $200. Focus and stay on track. Membership does matter. And for us to be successful, as we say, the price of entry, we have to work hard. We have to be persistent. We have to have discipline, ambition, sacrifice, patience. We're going to fail, but we have to get back up again and focus. So any questions you may have, please contact your trained conductor, me, Kathy Bazookas, with my information.
Too quick.
Okay, let's see.
I want to write your email address now because I do have questions.
Okay, now I will be sending, let me get